Today's guest is more than just a serial entrepreneur. His name is Fan Mirza. He's a global brand architect, investor, and philanthropist who's generated over $100 million in revenue. What does success mean to you?
What success means to me is impacting the most amount of lives that I can before I die.
He built One Face, the iconic social impact brand that turned watches into wells, greenhouses, and global change.
Only when you have gratitude and purpose will you be happy. Otherwise, you'll always go back to the baseline of happiness.
His journey blends product design, purpose, and power move, with two of his back-end companies going public and countless lives impacted in the process. And in today's episode, he will let us know how he did it. Hey guys, welcome back to another episode of Value Talks, where we have valuable conversations with business owners and entrepreneurs. Welcome, brother. If we could, what happened?
Yeah, no.
Oh,
I was just saying. God
if
bless.
you could give us a little introduction about yourself and who you are.
Who am I? I'm just a kid who came from the slums and is here to make an impact on the world with my creations and my art.
So you're an immigrant to the United States.
Yes,
You came here at what age?
at 13.
Nice. I came here when I was 14.
Nice.
And since then, what have you done?
Huh?
What have you done since you came to the United States?
Okay, that's on Google. You guys can just go Google this. What?
But I don't.
A lot. I've created 9-figure, 10-figure companies. I've created music. I work with some of most of the greatest artists of our lifetime. I've been a Super Bowl halftime show. I've been in Forbes 30 under 30. I've been the Entrepreneur Hot 100 magazine.
But how you being able to do that? Because I work in marketing. But what do you mean by that? Your mind?
It's the level of my focus. I am so in the present moment that you can't even touch me. I can catch flies with my hands.
Do you do that naturally, or do you do any kind of microdosing for that?
No, hell no. I don't do no fucking micro. I don't take no drugs.
Okay.
It's natural. It's an ability. Focus is a skill set, right? Sure, it's an ability. It's a natural ability. But it's a skill set which can be trained. And by training it, that's how you get further in life. Listen, everything in life is about your goals. Okay? It is proven that the people who are the happiest in their life have a particular goal. And it's the journey of that goal. It's not attaining the goal. When you attain the goal, you actually get less happier. So in order to have a goal, in order to construct the proper goal, you have to have a time frame and a particular journey map in order to get there. So people say things like, I want to be happy. I want to be I want to be rich. I want to be successful. Well, that's not a particular sentence or a thought which your brain can comprehend. In order to be happy or successful, you have to have particular goals, and you have to know how to reach those goals. So every goal has a sub-goal. It has a journey map and a time frame in order to get there. So, for example, if you want to say, I want to make $1 million by the end of 2025 by selling 1,000 iPhones. So there you go. That's a particular goal. But you have to have that. You have to have the time frame on it. I mean, everything revolves around time.
100%. And so you're very big in the mind, I guess.
I'm very big into focus. Like for example, Michael Jordan. Michael Jordan wasn't the greatest. And Michael Jordan told you this. I don't need to tell you this. But Michael Jordan wasn't the greatest because he was, the strongest or the fastest. He was the greatest because his level of focus. So 0.3 of a second shot. Everybody in that building knows where the ball's gonna go. 3 guys on him, he still hits the shot. That's focus. He's so in that present moment, and that's the reason for my success.
Crazy. For me, the reason for my success is my mindset.
Yeah, I mean, but that's the main ability in your mindset.
The focus.
Yes. Wherever your focus goes, your energy flows.
No, facts.
Whatever you focus on, that's what manifests in your life. If you have negative thoughts, then they manifest more negative thoughts. Okay.
Correct.
There's studies where you could talk to water, and it's like the snowflakes that are formed. When you say something to the water, you say something negative or you say something positive. It's a more beautiful snowflake, or it's a more uglier snowflake per se. So when it comes to that, it's the same way as your thoughts. When you talk to yourself, if you say negative shit to yourself, more negative shit's gonna manifest. If you say more positive shit to yourself, more positive shit manifests.
Correct. We all day are consuming, and at the end of the day, we're able to decide what we're gonna consume on, right? So what you're saying is, you need to read more positive shit. You need to think more positive shit. Talk to more positive people, because at the end of the day, you're gonna attract more positive stuff, right? We're magnets. That's what you're saying, right?
Exactly.
We're energy.
Exactly.
I totally agree.
Yeah.
And so, okay, if you're being able to make all this stuff, what is next? What is next for you? If
Music is next for us. Some of the new music we just made on tour. I've been on tour now 62 days. 62 days. As you can see, I still have my slippers on. I just came from the studio. We're just recording for, how long are we recording for? Like 6 to 8 hours? Yeah,
Damn.
days and days.
that's the meaning of being long thin.
Yeah, because
Being focused. Being focused.
it's the level of passion for the game.
Correct.
Like, you know, inside my head is a beautiful place. You know.
Yeah.
Only if you know, you know. Kaizen Flow, you know. So the artist name is Kaizen because, so Kaizen means, you know, you're Kaizen. Kaizen means ever evolving human being. So it's Kaizen Flow. Like ever evolving human being in a state of flow. That's the highest level that it goes. That's life. Kaizen Flow, if you know, you know. Yeah.
Man. Have you been all around the world?
Yeah.
And do you like America?
I like America, yeah, of course.
Besides the opportunities, you like to live here? Do you like the lifestyle here?
I live in Chicago.
Okay.
My home base is Chicago. You know, I play for Michael Jordan. Everything around me is surrounded by Michael Jordan. So I actually see the number 23. I see the number 23 over at least minimum of 5 times a day.
Yeah. Do you used to work with him?
I manifest it. No, I play for him. You know,
Oh,
his level of gameship is not comparable to anybody else. Literally, his level of focus is not comparable to anybody else. So it's a Michael Jordan thing. So I live in Chicago. I live in Jordan land. That's where I play the best. But yes, I have traveled. I've traveled to over 378 cities.
I personally don't like the lifestyle of America. I believe it's just systems.
It's what?
Systems everywhere in America.
What do you mean by that?
Health systems, financial systems, educational systems. So everybody's just programmed. It's being programmed every day. They don't even notice. They're
Yeah.
You know? So that's why I don't like it. If you go to a third world country that you probably have been, they're more in the present moment, like you said. So that's why I don't like America, because a lot of people, they lose track of time just with a lot of work or a bunch of bullshit they're consuming on, right? So they lose focus, like you said. What do you think about that?
I mean, look, at the end of the day, people lose track of time because people lose track of time. Because people want to lose track of time. They lose track of time because they don't have any fucking goals. That's why you lose fucking track of time. Because you don't have any goals. You don't know what the fuck it is that you want to do in your life. So you're just fucking wandering around watching fucking Instagram. That's why you're losing track of time. If you actually had a goal that you were chasing, how would you lose track of time? On a mission, your worst enemy is idle time. You know. They don't have any goals. People don't have goals. You know how many people I've talked to or I've spoken on all these stages, 5,000, 10,000 people stages? They don't have any goals. They'd be like, oh yeah, I want to be rich. That's not a goal. How do you even achieve that? What does that even mean? What does it mean? Someone tell me what it means.
No, facts.
So yeah, that's why they lose track of time, because you lose track of time because time, you know, the vision at the end of the tunnel is hazy. So how the fuck would you get down the tunnel?
Let me ask you something. What does success mean to you?
What success means to me is impacting the most amount of lives that I can before I die. That's it. In a positive manner. That's it.
Let's go. So when you talk to me about these people that don't have any goals and you're speaking to in these events, and you see them over and over going to the next event to see how that is going to change their life. So if we're talking about somebody that is chasing that next event or chasing that next networking, okay, that's fine. For me, in my opinion, people is opportunities. Yeah, you might meet somebody that can change your life.
Yeah.
But you can't be chasing that next event to look for that motivation or that bullshit. That, like you said, there you have no goals, no focus.
Yeah.
Where
I
you
mean,
gonna
it's not an event that's gonna change your life. You know, at the end of the day, a lot of these people get scammed into like buying these courses or like going to these events or like conferences. Oh my god, I paid $5,000, blah 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 blah. Anyways, you go to that shit to do what? To find a fucking treasure map? There's no fucking treasure map there. You're your treasure map. The treasure
Facts.
map is inside of your mind.
Facts.
Inside my head is a beautiful place.
Yeah, I fuck with it.
You understand? The treasure map is inside your mind, but
Yeah.
you go to these events because you don't know who you are. So you're kind of going to these events to figure out who you are and to figure out your goals. But you could just look within yourself and do that. You don't need Tony Robbins to tell you that.
Facts.
You don't need me to tell you that.
Facts.
Because only you know what you know. I don't know you. How am I going to tell you how to be rich? I don't even know what that means. But anyways, it's not about the money. It's not, I have a lot of money.
That's a big fact. There's a lot of people here. We come to that point where it's like, okay, you can hit as many numbers as you want. At the end of the day, it's just infinite numbers in a screen that you're playing for what? Like, to become a consumer of the system that I'm telling you about the United States, you know?
It's called it's called the hedonic treadmill theory. The hedonic treadmill theory states that you keep purchasing more and more goods and you run on this treadmill. You keep purchasing more and more goods and you always come back to a baseline of happiness. You never attain extreme happiness. It doesn't matter how many Lamborghinis you have, how big your house is, etc., etc. You always come back to this baseline of happiness. Okay? It's a hedonic treadmill theory. So you come back to that baseline of happiness because you don't have any purpose. You don't have a purpose in order to aim at any goal. You don't have any focus to even build that purpose. Only when you have gratitude and purpose will you be happy. Otherwise, you'll always go back to the baseline of happiness.
Always chasing that next,
yes, because it's
that next dopamine hit, buying that, I don't know, that shirt, that car, the house, whatever it is, right?
It's ridiculous. I mean, yeah, you're never gonna be able to break that baseline of happiness. It doesn't matter how many things you buy. Does that make you cool? You think you're cool because you have a Lamborghini? No, you know what's cool? Creating the culture. You know what's cool? Fucking being on tour for 62 days. You know what's cool? Impacting people's lives. You know what's cool? Creating art. You know what's cool? Life being art. Live yours in color. That's cool.
It's fulfilling.
You're not fucking cool because you bought a Lamborghini. You didn't even buy the fucking Lamborghini. You fucking leased it so you could fucking take a photo with it. Fuck out of here with this shit. You know how much these fucking Canaries are worth?
That's Miami shit.
What?
Facts. That's Miami shit. They lease the fucking Lamborghini so they can market online and...
Nonsense, bro. I'll be looking at some of these profiles of these fucking kids who are entrepreneurs. It's like, what?
No, it's just stupid.
Yeah.
Especially in
And
Brickell.
they're the worst cars to drive anyways. I had this stupid Rolls Royce. The Ghost. I had this Lamborghini too. I was like, what kind of idiotic car is this? I have Teslas now. But like, that's stupid. Who's driving this shit? You know how rough a Lamborghini is on the road? You have one pothole, boom, the car is gone.
Let me ask you something. When do you switch your mindset, or were you raised like that with your family?
I didn't even know I only knew my parents, sorry, I got my phones up. I only knew my parents for 9 years. My parents passed when I was younger. So I raised this man. And I just studied. I mean, dude, I started my first business when I was 15. So I was just studying books on mindset, Napoleon Hill, Think and Grow Rich, The Power of Habit, a lot of other books, Highly Effective Habits of Human Beings. In order to grow as a human being, you have to learn from human beings that have grown.
100%. They have the results.
And the easiest way to do it, here's a secret for you. The easiest way to do it is by studying the quotes of the greats, Like my favorite quote is,
And standing by those quotes.
and then, yeah, of course. My favorite quote is, success is the ability to go from one failure to the next with no lack of enthusiasm. The interesting part about that quote, though, is he says no lack of enthusiasm. It's because if you go into the next game, thinking about the last game you lost, you're gonna lose the next game.
Yeah.
I don't do that.
Because that's what you're focused on.
Yeah, I'm focused on the next game. I'm focused right here.
You reset.
Literally. You know how hot it is in this room?
It is fucking hot.
It's fucking hot, bro. I got my recording hoodie on. I just came from the studio. But anyways.
Is that your brand?
No, this is Birmingham, Alabama. I took all these homeless people that was by my hotel to shopping at Goodwill. So then I was in this Goodwill. So then I was like, all right, fuck it. I'm going to buy something too. And then I saw this hoodie. And then it became a recording hoodie from Goodwill.
Oh shit.
You know.
What do you're leaving tomorrow, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Oh,
I
okay.
have to. I have to. It's gonna
Because
be
now
63
that
days.
I see that you're into this impact, every Saturday I feed the homeless on for Lodo, and
My man,
I was
I
gonna
like
invite
that.
you, but whenever you come, bro, every
I'll be back.
Saturday,
I have to finish this album. I only got 3 tracks done so far,
for
and
sure.
you know.
Well, every Saturday, man, I have a big movement. I mean, this is I wanted to get to know you, but I'm really about impact as well. I got to a point where we were selling millions of dollars in houses. We manage properties, whatever, and it's good money, whatever. But okay, where's the impact? It's a lot of transactions. There is a lot of numbers, and it's
Yeah, yeah,
fine.
yeah.
But okay, it's not for me. It's nothing more fulfilling than somebody telling me like, bro, because of your book, I stopped smoking, or I started a business, or I started this, or I started
Yes,
that,
yes, yes,
and
yes.
it's freaking fulfilling. So I totally get where you're coming from, and you telling me that you're an immigrant and you came here, it just gives me that like affirmation that like I'm doing the right things.
Yeah, similar synergy.
Exactly.
We get a lot of bookings from my agency and shit. And then I saw your stuff, and then I was like, oh man, I like the fact that I like who you are as a person. So, yeah. But it's been going. Yeah, it's an impact game, man.
I had a coach. It was for neurofeedback, and that taught me a lot about my mind. I that taught me that our mind has frequencies, and like you said, we're energy. So anytime you're having a conversation with somebody there's the same frequency, uh, we can get to like mastermind, and a
Hmm.
lot of power comes from our minds. Like you said in your song,
Yeah.
it's all inside.
Inside my head is a beautiful
I fuck with
place.
it.
You know,
Yeah.
that's what it should be inside of your head. People have these negative thoughts and they manifest
Hmm.
their negative thoughts, which they're thinking inside of their head, but it doesn't make any sense because the funny part about it is, this is the funny part. Your perception is your reality.
Hmm.
The way that he perceives you or the way that he perceives you is not the same way
Hmm.
that you perceive yourself.
Hmm.
So the only thing you should care about is how you perceive yourself. You
Yes.
shouldn't give a fuck about what anybody else thinks about.
Hmm.
I got this other song that's coming out on the album. It's like, hey, it's wait, no quiere. Fal khastara, no quiere. Fal khastara, no
No
quiere.
kidding.
I don't give a fuck what you think. It means, do you give a fuck that you think that I think I care what you think? No, 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 no quiere. Fal khastara, no quiere, please, my friend.
No facts. And sometimes saying no to an opportunity or to a person or something
Yeah.
is self love. It's you have your standard. You don't want to hang out with somebody that is gonna lower your frequency. Or
Exactly. Me and my
so
girl always talk about this. My girl always
yeah.
talks about how like we all move on a frequency.
Hmm.
Because people who don't move, here's the thing. People who don't move on your frequency will never understand you.
No.
So it doesn't fucking matter what they think. They don't even move on your frequency. How the fuck would you move on my frequency length? I'm sleeping 3, 4, 5 hours a night on tour. I'm recording probably 6, 7 songs. Maybe one of them might be a hit. I'm fucking doing interviews
Hmm.
every few days. Like what? What are you saying? What's going on?
Yeah. How you move? People usually move in no time. They don't have time
Pe-
for anything.
People live monotonous lives. They just like go to
They
work,
don't
do the
even have
same shit.
time.
Like,
Someone else controls their time.
yeah,
They don't even have their own time.
damn, that's sad, bro.
They borrow their time so they can get a few dollars, few paper. There is even fake. They're printing it out every day. like I just print a paper. Like
That's kind of
it's
sad.
so stupid.
That's sad to think about.
So my whole impact thing is to get out of like people out of these systems that
Mhm.
there are.
Yeah.
They're under these systems. What do you think? I think I might get killed. I don't care. I don't
Um,
give a fuck.
I mean, it's a very hard thing to do. Most people are stuck in their ways. I mean,
No, yeah,
you
you
know, you
can.
know what's interesting is that 96% of people have the same thoughts that they did yesterday.
Hmm. They don't break the pattern.
96%
Yeah.
of people have the
Hmm.
same thoughts as they did yesterday.
Hmm.
So when you have these same thoughts, I mean, then you're just manifesting the same thing. But even if you could change some of these negative thoughts into
Hmm.
positive thoughts, and you just turn that a little bit, turn that knob a little bit, you'll get a lot further in life. And that's how you change your negative mindset into a positive mindset. And that's not any blase shit that like you just say like, hey, mindset. It's not about that. It's really learning how to do that. But the only way you can do that is by your level of focus. That's it. There's no other way to do it. There's no other way to do it. You can think positive shit. You can play fucking affirmations every morning when you wake up. Put on YouTube and just keep playing that shit. Fuck that. Why don't you have some fucking action to go after your affirmations using the power of focus?
If you don't do
Anyways,
anything about it, I mean,
so
like you said, it could be positive as shit. You can attract it, but if you don't do anything about it, what's up? Opportunity is just gonna pass by.
exactly.
So you gotta stay ready by it. Yeah, I agree, 100%. Another thing is that I think is every day you don't need to change completely. That motivation shit for me is not. It's just like a diet. You're gonna cheat on the weekend.
Yeah.
But if it becomes a lifestyle, that's it. This is who you are. You become that, right? So doing it daily, 1% a day,
Exactly.
without changing completely, you can literally become that person. So something that I tell people is, I literally die every night. You know, I mean, bro, no, I'm serious.
Yeah.
And like, bro, we can have a conversation, and next month I will be a totally different person.
I like that.
You know, and my idea is to become a better, 1% better every single day.
That's
I try. It's 1%. Come on, it's like it's something that you can control. Anybody can, can read for 40 minutes a day. They can work out. They can, plan something, empower somebody. Little shit like that. You're living a positive life where you're impacting people.
That's it. You should always compete with yourself, Because at the end of the day, there's no point in competing with.
No.
I mean, somebody like me, my reality is brighter than your dreams are. I got your dream house, dream girl, and dream cars. You know what I mean?
And
What's
not
the
only
point of
that,
competing with somebody else?
we're books. You might be in a different chapter. Why would I compare myself to you when you're probably in chapter 20 and I'm just starting out?
Yeah.
Why? 100%, I agree.
Man, I've been doing this since I was 15. I have over 20 years now. This is my 23rd year playing. So it's like, this is easy for me. And I have a massive team. I have a massive squadron. I got a militia.
It's your lifestyle.
Yeah.
You're already living, how we call it, we're living the dream.
Yes.
Yes. Even if you don't sleep, people call me crazy as well sometimes because I don't fucking sleep. And what's up?
How would I sleep when my reality is brighter than my dreams are?
Yeah, exactly. And I don't want to sleep. Honestly, I just want to live more.
Hey.
No, facts, man. Like, life is too good, man.
Yeah.
Like, what the fuck? We're just creating so much value. I'm doing podcasting for a living. Like, literally having a conversation with people all day long.
Oh, really?
I'm having my next event in April 2nd. It's gonna be it's gonna be a live experience. We're gonna talk about AI. I just developed an AI with marketing, with automating.
I have this AI coming out with NVIDIA.
I love it. Fucking fire.
Yeah.
AI is just
blue fire.
Yeah.
Wallah, blue fire.
You believe in angels? Or why do you say blue fire?
Azul fuego. It's something that me and Carol G say.
Oh, okay.
Blue fire means blue fire stands for, blue fire is a hue.
Mm-hmm.
It's as strong as burning fire. So to explain it to you, blue fire would be used in something like welding to cut through metal. They're not using regular fire, they're using blue fire. So it's like, wallah, blue fire. That's something I come on my tracks with. That means on God, this is about to be blue fire.
Oh man, fuck that.
Yeah.
I love it. Tell me a crazy story you have. You probably have a bunch of stories.
Oh my God.
Tell me one that you top of your head.
Drew, we about to go here. That pertains to what?
Anything. Something top of your head. Something crazy.
Yeah, I'll tell you something crazy. When people see me, sometimes they start crying, and I think that's very interesting to me. But I'm a very cynical human being. So I was in my girl Aisha. She took me to what is it called? 13 Planet. 13 Planet. It's like a dispensary. It's like a largest dispensary in Vegas.
Okay.
The security lady sees me. She's like, "Are you fam?" I'm like, "Yeah." I'll show you a video of it. She's like, "Are you fam?" I'm like, "Yeah." And she just starts crying. And I'm like, "What the hell?" I was like, "Hey, you can't cry on me though." I'm like, "What's going on?" And she's like, "No, you don't understand. You changed my life." So I say, "How did I change your life? How the fuck I change your life?" And she goes, "Because of the speech you gave, I traveled to the Philippines and found 2 of my long lost cousins." I was like, "Oh wow." I'll show you a video. I have a video of it somewhere.
Did you say anything motivational or what?
Yeah, I was just like, "Let's take this photo." I mean, what the fuck am I gonna say now?
that's how powerful we are. You know, we're influential, and I think when we tap in into these frequencies and we start speaking to people,
Hmm.
they start to relate to us, start to see that there is a change. You can actually get to where we are.
Yeah. There's a study that says, people won't remember after you die. People won't remember what you created or what you did, but they always remember your words and how you made them feel. I always thought that was a very interesting quote.
You can always remember someone when they make you feel good or they can make you feel angry.
Exactly.
You know, it's funny enough. Yesterday, one of my cameramans, I just punched him because I was explaining. Man, listen to this. I explained to him RSVP. He's Hispanic guy. He's Venezuelan.
Yeah.
He doesn't speak much. So I would tell him, bro, you need to do RSVP for my event. He was like, what is that? I explained it to him. So I said it twice.
What? That's ridiculous.
So he can remember. I punched him and I was like, now you're gonna remember because I make you mad.
It's even ridiculous that in 2000, what is this? March 2025. It's ridiculous that you have to explain things to people. There's fucking Chat GPT. Download the app and ask it.
No facts. He
You know
will
the
speak
way-
to you.
Yes. Like if you're not using that level of AI, like you've already lost the game. You're so far behind the game, you won't even be able to catch up. Okay?
Group is better now.
Do you understand the level of discrepancy that's happening right now? Go ahead and study the charts and the data. Charted AI too, by the way, ladies and gentlemen, coming soon. But anyways, if you study the charts, you'll see that how the wealth gap is widening at a very drastic rate. So as far as the discrepancy between low income and high income and wealth, you're getting smoked.
No facts. Let me ask you something. What is your AI about?
My what?
The
My AI?
Mhm.
So my AI turns anything that you ask it into a chart. A chart is the easiest and fastest way a human being can absorb info. So it literally turns it all into colorful charts. So you can say like dog, and it'd be like give you a chart of like the most popular dogs in the United States. You could say apple, and they give you a chart of like the ingredients that are the healthiest in an apple. Things like that.
Wow. That's interesting.
Yeah.
And so how is that gonna impact people?
It's gonna help them fucking absorb information the fastest. The fastest way to absorb information. That's how I absorb information as well.
That's crazy. So basically tapping stuff in the AI and what download the information with a visual.
No, it's my own app.
I understand, but it's going to design a visual,
Yeah.
a chart.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Our type of designs, like very clean designs, very high level designs. So yeah.
What
Shout
do-
out to Daryl Designer, by the way.
What do you believe of the frequency of love?
It's the highest frequency that it goes, right? It's the highest frequency it goes. Love is actually the most popular word. The love is the most searched word. Love is something that can affect a human being regardless of what class they are or what their wealth status might be or how they might look, what age they might be. It affects people on all different scales, and it's the only thing that can destroy somebody. We don't say rising into love. We say falling into love,
Hmm.
because in order to be in love, you have to let go of yourself to love someone else. But at the end of the day, you should always love yourself first.
Yeah, 100%. You can't. You really can't love somebody if you don't love yourself. You're just faking it.
Exactly.
It's just fake love.
Yeah.
I agree. And so, what do you consider has been your major success? A major success of yours?
We had a lot of success. I mean, if it comes to the numbers, I mean, we've IPO'd
No,
Spotify.
no, no. Fuck the numbers. That's what society think about
Yeah,
success.
fuck the numbers. I mean,
So,
one
tell me you.
one face would be my major success. I mean, that's something that we, built greenhouses around the world. We built greenhouses around the world. We built water wells around the world. We built AIDS clinics in Africa, water well projects in India, greenhouses in Kenya, so on and so forth. And the reason that we did that, and we did it overseas. I was in an interview and I think it was with Forbes, and they were talking about how all the charities which I picked are overseas charities. Why is that? Is because people overseas in these areas don't have the opportunity to become what they want to become, what they can be. In America, even the most poorest man, the homeless man, you still have the opportunity to be somebody. But then when there's no opportunity, there's nothing left. There's no hope.
Correct.
So that's why we picked those overseas charities. But
What
yeah.
is this greenhouse project about?
We built greenhouses in these territories like Ila Africa, and then we trained the people in that area on how to take care of them. And that's food, that's sustenance. They're still going. The greenhouses are still going. It's been what 7-8 years now. Wow.
Man,
Yeah.
that's real power. Like you said, there is not much opportunities over there like here.
God is
There's
power.
hey man, there is not even I'm speaking from Venezuela. When I came
Yeah.
from there, not even medicines. You go to hospitals and it sucks. And Venezuela used to be super rich back then.
Yeah. Yeah.
I can't even imagine Africa or Cuba, places where
Yeah,
they
yeah.
really don't have anything.
Yeah, like illiterate Africa, man. There was a spider in my tent that was like this big in the middle of the desert. Shit was crazy as hell.
Yeah.
I told this guy, he just comes in, grabs it, throws it out. I'm like, this guy. Give me a hotel.
Man, that's my pet. Come on, get out of
That's
there.
crazy.
Man, yeah, it's normal for them.
Yeah. So there you go. It was a crazy story. I got a lot of crazy stories, but
And so if you have a young
here I'll
individual
tell you.
watching,
Tell you a crazy story.
So-
So Amazon just cut this trailer that they sent me. This shit's crazy. Morgan Freeman kills it on this. So we're doing this. We're doing this whole show with Amazon. It's gonna come soon. There we go.
This is the
That's
story
all
of
you need to know.
28,000 days. This is the story of impact. This is the story of space.
is that your story?
This is the story of the culture.
The culture, baby.
Yo, he's cooking something. You're cooking, bro.
The cook.
This is the story of the people who came from the slums.
The slums. The
And made
slums.
an impact on the world. This is their story.
You've been featured in many big names, many big televisions and everything.
Yeah.
Fire.
It's been a hell of a journey.
Would you consider yourself the best or one of the best? And what you do?
And that's what they say, man.
That's-
They say the GOAT, and that's fine.
Okay, but who cares what they say? I want to hear what you think about yourself.
All that talk about the best. It's more of about my work ethic and my tenacity. It's not about, that's fine, with the best or whatever. But all that talk about the best, I'm just trying to get a lot of shit off my chest. But yeah, it's more about the work ethic, man. You could ask this guy. The energy level just never even dies. So, come on, man. I don't have to go this hard. I have money. I don't have to do any of this. I got money. So it's like it's just one of those things where it's like, if you want to do something, and you want to accomplish something, then come to play like that or don't play. If you don't have a level of passion for what you do, what's the point of you playing? You understand? Why do monotonous shit all day long? Okay? Have some goals. Anybody watching this, you can save up some money. You can work your job, you can save up some money, figure out what you want to do and to build upon that. The only reason you haven't done that is because you don't know what you want to do. You don't know what you want to do. When you figure that out, you will figure out how to get there and make money by doing it. And then you'll develop the passion in order to do it. It's really that simple. I'm speaking like this to break this shit down. It's the level of focus you need to have to do that. Anyways.
Be all in or don't play at all.
Huh?
Be all in or don't play at all.
Yeah. Play like Mike. Either play like Mike or don't play. My thing is, everything built around me is around Michael Jordan since I was a kid. I've never seen a guy play like that. That's insane level of the gameplay.
Would you say that he's your, I don't know, you look up to him a lot?
I look up to his level of gameplay that he played when he was playing for sure. Yeah. He is the greatest, the only undisputed greatest of all time. I can say Floyd Mayweather, you can say somebody else. I can say Muhammad Ali, you can say somebody. I can say Brett Favre, you might say Tom Brady. Whatever.
Yeah, no, man. Boss, definitely you need to look up to somebody that is the best of the best.
Yeah.
I agree.
I'm from Jordan land. Well, when I walked in here,
Yeah.
I'm not fucking around. When I walked in here,
Don't tell me you saw 23.
there's a Michael Jordan. I mean, I've said it 6 times today, but there's a Michael Jordan song. Before I go into interviews, I play this. This is what Mike. This used to come out before Mike used to come to the court. And the level of focus you attain with this, and the level of passion. This is our song, Chicago.
I heard the song, and I can feel it already.
You can see that level of focus.
Just so you guys know, music is a frequency as well, so it can put you in a certain frequency, and I fuck with it.
It just develops that. I was doing that outside before I walked into the studio. So, yeah, if you know, you know, you know. Anyways,
if you know, you know.
If you know, you know.
Thanks.
But yeah.
All right.
What else?
If a young cat is watching you, they look up to you, whatever. What would you tell them to start out? Like they're looking up to you, they want to be like you, whatever it is. Tell them something.
I mean, yeah, it's all the, this is a synopsis to everything that I said. You want to start out, you have to figure out what it is that you want to do. And then after that, you'll figure out the rest of it. So you have to develop a goal. So the goal is something like, I want to make $1 million by selling, 10,000 iPhones by the end of 2025. It has to be concise. There has to be a product or service related to it. Then it has to have a time frame. After you figure out that, then you have to figure out sub-goals. After you figure out sub-goals, then you have to figure out your journey map. After you figure out those, then you have more of a clear vision on how to get there. I mean, it's as simple as this. Anytime you construct a company, or we take a position in a company as far as investment wise, or we pre-seed fund a company, we always take a look at their deck. How concise is their deck? If your investor deck or pitch deck isn't concise, why the fuck would I invest in your company? That wouldn't make any fucking sense. You don't even have enough time or have enough level of focus to even create your own deck. Okay? Like, give me a board of advisors. Give me revenue charts. Give me some type of projected P&Ls. Give me some type of market share. Give me something.
Let me access to the data room.
Yeah, no, something. Like, give me the vision. Give me the vision. Mm-hmm. Give me what vision you see.
So basically, you're telling them they'll have a clear goal, right? Mm-hmm. And then develop this GPS and how they're gonna get there, right?
Exactly.
So it doesn't matter if they're gonna have a crash in the middle of the road. It doesn't matter if they have to get another. Like, it doesn't matter. You need to know where you're going.
Exactly.
So that way you can get successful, like him, like me, like anybody that you look up to. You need to have that clear vision. That's it.
That's it.
And focus.
Focus. I mean, focus is the only way you're going to develop that clear vision. I mean, it's a hard game, and the game of life. Yeah, let's break it down like this. It's very simple. Every dollar that you have in your pocket, every dollar you have in your bank account, that dollar was given to you. You took that dollar from somebody else. You understand? You took that dollar from somebody else, because dollars are given to you based upon some type of value which you provided another human being. Mm-hmm. Could be at a tip of the bar, it could be for shooting a camera, it could be for speaking, it could be for whatever reason. So that's how you've attained those dollars. All right? So you have to figure out, the level of game and the level of passion and what you're passionate about in order to attain the most level of dollars from another human being.
That's so it. Everything is exchange of energy.
It's an exchange of value. Yeah. Exchange of energy as well. Exchange of energy as well. You need energy to do anything in life.
You need to learn a skill. It doesn't matter what it is. It could be, like you said, you're picking up a camera, you're selling a product. So it's as easy as that. So you can swap that energy, that knowledge, that's your value for those dollars or whatever it is that you're looking for. Right?
I mean, yeah.
Do you have like an album coming up that you're recording, or what is that?
Yeah, we have an album coming out, Kaizen Flow.
Give us a little taste. Let me see.
What's funny about that? So I'm the only album now in history that will have 5 genres on it. So I'm the first person in history to ever do an instrumental, ever do a track with NASA, using the sounds of the sun. That's already online. You can Google that. I do everything from country to reggaeton to Hindi to Farsi. I speak 5 languages. But here's some country for you. I wrote this for this girl that kept texting me on tour. Ridiculous. It's a ridiculous thing, Stephanie. Anyways. Burn it down. Hold on. Who's going? Burn it down because you know what I wrote. Burn it down to the ashes and coals. Burn it down because I don't wanna be with you anymore. So burn it down.
Man, I like. Oh, how are you able to kill it in every gender? How do you do that?
I've been doing this since I was 13 years old. The music. I've been in choir since I was 7. But I've been doing it since I was 13. So I can do heavy vocals, all different places.
And do you write this on yourself?
Yeah, I mean, I wrote for a lot of artists that you listen to. So if you look at
Man.
my page, like even looking at my Instagram, it's literally every artist you could think about. Everybody from a Miley to a DMX to Drizzy Drake to Nicki Minaj to Wheezy. Oh, I'm on Wheezy's next album, Carter 6. Last album, Lil Wayne.
Man.
We will be. That's it. We're retiring Wayne in December. It's the last album. And yeah. I'll let you listen. I'll let you listen to it.
Let me see.
And I'll tell you what we're saying on this. It's just files in my phone. Give me a minute. There's a lot of fucking files on my phone.
I don't know. Unreleased files.
Here we are over the fields and over the lands. How beautiful is this? We?
Is this rap?
It's Lil Wayne, bro. Yeah, it's rap. Anyways.
All right. The last topic we're gonna touch is gonna be religion. What do you think about religion?
It's everything to me. You know how many times I've cried on this toilet? This guy has me crying. One time I got hit by a guy. I'm at our penthouse and shit. I'm standing by the marble tub. I'm like, boom. So the sun comes up. If you don't have God, you don't have anything in life. You know, la ilaha illallah.
Amen.
La ilaha illallah. You understand? There's no God but God himself.
Amen.
If you don't believe that, then man, I don't know what the fuck you believe, man. You know what your bullshit. If you don't believe that, you're done. If you don't believe in God,
He got
God,
the truth.
yeah, God bestows His mercy upon you every day. God is what built me.
Amen.
God is what saved me.
Amen.
You know,
Yeah.
God is what got me sitting here right now. God is what manifested me. I didn't manifest me. God manifested me. I prayed Fajr. Fajr is like 5. You have to do it before sunrise, so it's like 5:20 on South Beach. I got a video of it. I'm like, what y'all boys do? Y'all boys come to South Beach to fucking drink and party and shit? The fuck is that shit? I come here to create, pray to God. I come here, you know what I mean? I'm on the beach praying. It was dope. It was a really dope experience in my life. That was cool.
That's crazy. I'm very tapping right now with God, and like my brand, it's all about like the word of God, and so I want to implement that. That's man.
Only with God do you win. I saw a guy in the elevator had some idiotic fucking thing on his head. There's like a devil's horn. Look at this shit. I'm gonna show you this. I was like, what the fuck you got on, bro? I was gonna whoop your ass.
Oh, I saw it. He go like the devil. He didn't look like that.
Some stupid shit.
He looked like the devil.
What the hell you got on, man? What the hell you got on, man?
The dread? No, man. He looked like the devil for real.
What the hell you got on, bro?
Man. What the hell?
Some guy named Yeet. But I'm just like, what the hell you got on? What man got on, man? You look like ridiculous. You're like the buffoon. You're buffoonery, bro.
Oh, God. All right, brother. It was a pleasure having you here. If you could just tell people where they can find you on Instagram and YouTube, where they can find you.
Hey, listen, this ain't no influencer talk. This ain't none of that shit. This is real artist shit. You understand me? This is real talent. This is real talent. This is God given. You understand me? This is gameplay. You understand me? This is not influencer shit. But anyways, you can just Google my name. I don't need to give you my Instagram. Google it. Fam Mirza. Have a nice day. I'm out.
Yo. That's fucking good.